In the annals of modern history, few events have sparked such universal outrage as the Israeli strike on the World Central Kitchen staff in Gaza. This shocking incident, unfolding in real time, has sent shockwaves across the globe, forcing us to confront the gruesome realities of war and the perilous conditions humanitarian workers face in conflict zones. Our story begins in October 2023, when tensions in the Middle East reached a boiling point. Following a surprise attack by Hamas on Israel near the Gaza Strip, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared war against Hamas, leading to a large-scale bombing campaign on Gaza. This military response, however severe, was met with support from various global leaders, including US President Joe Biden, who firmly stood by Israel's right to defend itself. However, the narrative began to shift in November 2023. Israel's bombing of a refugee camp in Gaza resulted in a high civilian death toll, leading to international concern and criticism. Even the United States, a long-standing ally of Israel, advised the nation to abide by international law and protect Palestinian civilians. The voices of US officials and lawmakers grew louder, advocating for a ceasefire and a more balanced approach in Israel's military campaign against Hamas. In a stunning turn of events, Israel targeted World Central Kitchen staff in Gaza. This strike, an unquestionable violation of international law, signaled a possible turning point in the conflict. The incident stirred outrage worldwide, pushing President Biden to express his profound dismay and concern over the safety of humanitarian workers in conflict zones. Biden's reaction to this incident was swift and unequivocal. While he had previously supported Israel's right to self-defense, the strike against humanitarian workers was a bridge too far. He condemned the attack and called for immediate measures to ensure the protection of civilians and humanitarian workers. This incident, he said, underscored the urgent need for a ceasefire and a return to diplomacy. To add to the tension, former President Donald Trump voiced his concern over Israel's handling of the Gaza campaign, urging them to finish up the war. This comment, coming amidst a growing rift between Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, added another layer of complexity to the situation. In the wake of this incident, the United Nations passed a historic vote calling for a ceasefire. This move, however, was met with criticism from Netanyahu, leading to the cancellation of high-priority meetings with the White House. The US expressed disappointment over Netanyahu's reaction and emphasized that there was no change in their policy. In summary, the Israeli strike on World Central Kitchen staff in Gaza has sparked global outrage and forced a recalibration of diplomatic relations. The incident has also brought to light the vulnerabilities of humanitarian workers in conflict zones. President Biden's reaction, one of outrage and concern, underscores the urgent need for a ceasefire and a more balanced approach to conflict resolution. The future of US support for Israel may well hinge on how it addresses the humanitarian crisis and civilian casualties in Gaza.